Best social media strategy for Twitter 2016. Welcome in, much love. Trav here with How to Internet Better. And let's talk about how to best make use of Twitter in 2016. And again, welcome in, beautiful. And again, with any kind of social media, I feel that in order to best make use of it, you need to know what that social media does best. Right, whatever platform you're on, you want to double down on what that platform does best. So what does Twitter do best? There's a couple things it does best and a couple things it doesn't do very well at all, and we want to focus on what it does best. What does Twitter do best? Twitter is probably the best for interacting in a one-on-one level with strangers, right? It's a way for people to interact with celebrities or interact with companies or talk with random people, have discussions. So if you're going to use Twitter, it's a good practice to respond to things that come your way, to start conversations with things in your feed. That's how you get more followers. That's how you get more interaction. That's how you get more people interested in what you have to offer, is talking to strangers. Twitter is also perhaps the best social media for link outs, because of the reason why people are on there. We talked about people being on Facebook to be on Facebook. People are actually on Twitter knowing that one of the features of the platform is that it's a news platform, and you can go click out, because also people have longer attention spans than 140 characters. People basically, for the exact opposite reason, Facebook is not good for link outs, Twitter is, because Facebook, there's too much going on Facebook to want to leave. Twitter, there's not enough going on that link outs are effective. So if you are a YouTuber or a blogger or anything, it makes sense to have a Twitter where you post your link outs. You're not necessarily going to get amazing click-throughs, but it's a place for you to do it that is fairly good at that. Twitter is also fairly good at capitalizing on wit, on trolling, on outrage, and anger, and it's also why you need to have thick skin when you're on there. So you should know that Twitter can go wrong. If you say the wrong thing, it gets retweeted, and then millions of people come to your door, and it can be very angry. But if you're prepared with thick skin and you know that that is a feature and not a bug, then you'll be very well prepared. And for that reason, we see a lot of the people who are doing the best on Twitter are trolls. If you're not prepared to handle hate, I would not recommend going on Twitter. It's the worst for that, far worse than YouTube. But if you think that that is totally fine and realize that that is a good way to drive traffic, and get closer to certain followers, then it's a major feature of Twitter. And that happens through retweets. You have one tweet that is witty or is a little bit spiteful or is, you have one little quick tweet, one little short idea that goes totally viral, and that can draw a lot of traffic. And again, you need to be either very, very careful that that doesn't happen, or be prepared when it does, that, hey, this is a bonus. What Twitter doesn't do very well, the ads are not great. Twitter ads are just not great. You can't target quite as well. I noticed the ads on Twitter a lot of them are just not for me. I had like an ad for asthma medication in my Twitter. That would never happen on Facebook. I don't have asthma, by the way. I've never had asthma. Don't know I've ever searched asthma. I don't know how that happened, but it's because Twitter, you just can't target that well for ads. So I would not run ads on Twitter. Twitter, again, is native. You're not going to write long things because you can't. You're not going to post long videos because that's not why people are on there. But it's the best place for talking to people, random strangers, celebrities, or having your fans reach you. It is a good place for link outs, and it is the best way to translate wit and or outrage into traction, traffic, and followers and clients, potentially, whatever you're doing on the internet. So that is the best way to use Twitter in 2016, 2017. I hope that you find that useful and you can internet better. And everything on this channel right now, it's all up here. There might be some behind the scenes stuff Of course, by the time you see this video, you should check the description box to see if that is out yet. But I hope this helps you internet better, and happy interneting. Take care.